Twitter at it again yesterday. Twitter telling the Center for Immigration Studies that 4 tweet ads from the center that they were using violated Twitter's hateful content policy. That's right, hateful content policy. The hateful terms were illegal alien or criminal alien. Guess what? Today, Twitter finally approved those tweets. Twitter has recently banned some users for life over speech that it doesn't like, has shadow banned prominent conservatives and Republican lawmakers. And earlier this year, conservative accounts complained Twitter had purged many of their followers. It looks like Twitter coming to its senses, and for that we can at least applaud. Joining me now, former federal prosecutor, author of License to Lie, Sidney Powell. Sidney, great to have you with us. Your reaction to this effort by Twitter to decide what is free speech and what is deserving of respect?
Twitter seems to have a serious problem with the First Amendment. And not only that, but Title VIII of the United States Code, which includes the word alien throughout it in describing people that fall under the categories of several different federal statutes, and uses the term criminal alien, as you mentioned, unauthorized alien, and people have long referred to people who are not supposed to be in the country as illegal aliens. It's not discriminatory at all. I have been trying to figure out what we might call them that they might like better, though, and so far I've come up with Venusians.
You've caught, what is it? What is the word?
Venusians, Venusian from the planet Venus.
Well, I don't know if that would work or not, but one thing I don't want is I don't want Twitter, I don't want Facebook, I don't want anybody telling me what I can say and let them determine what is my intent and what is my First Amendment right. I mean, Twitter is trying to make the case for regulation of Twitter, and that is a shame as well.
And they are silencing a lot of conservatives, Lou. It's really serious. I've been shadow banned. A lot of people I know have been shadow banned. It happens all the time. And it happens on other social media outlets, too.
Well, the American people shouldn't put up with this. And it shouldn't. As a matter of fact, I'm watching this Republican Congress. And I have to tell you, I'm at my wit's end when I look at what these Republicans are tolerating, what they will not exert influence toward. And preserving free expression seems to elude the leadership, whether it's Paul Ryan or Mitch McConnell. They just don't want to get involved because it's awfully messy, you know, to defend the Constitution.
It's even messier to go down that slippery slope
Absolutely.
of allowing Twitter to make these kinds of decisions.
And let's turn very quickly to Lisa Strzok and, excuse me, Peter Strzok at Lisa Page once again leaking, and then Peter Strzok's attorney trying to make the case that Strzok was really referring to stopping leaking, not encouraging it and orchestrating it.
Of course he wasn't. I mean, that's why there's a chart in the Inspector General's report that had to diagram all the FBI leaks. They were leaking like a sieve, and so was DOJ. I mean, we have confirmed reports and admissions of leaking by Bruce Orr, by Lisa Page. We know McCabe leaked. It was part of their strategy to create this entire false Russia collusion narrative. They made it from whole cloth.
How frustrated would you be if you were this president? You know, I'm sitting here watching this. We have now all sorts of evidence of the corruption of the Department of Justice, the FBI, their leadership, rancid and toxic with political corruption. Not a scintilla of evidence, no evidence whatsoever of collusion, as Senator Richard Burr again attested yesterday, the chair of the Senate Intelligence Committee. It is time to shut this down, as the president says. What in the world is it going to take? Must he fire Mueller? Must he fire Rosenstein? Must he fire Jeff Sessions and move ahead? Because this is endangering his very presidency. And frankly, we are paying a price for it in terms of, I mean, this president has been immensely and unprecedentedly successful, but we're talking about national security and the good of the nation going forward.
We are, and it's been a huge waste of time and resources that could have been devoted to real crime fighting. I think it's getting very close to time, if not past time, for him to fire Rosenstein and Christopher Wray. You have to remember that both of them are being advised, or are lawyers that engaged in some of the misconduct themselves. For example, Dana Boente, who is the general counsel for the FBI and giving Wray advice, was one of the people that signed the phony FISA applications, as was Rod Rosenstein, who also gave him the advice to fire Comey. It's just incestuous. And on top of that...
Should he also dismiss Mueller? Is it time?
Well, I think whoever comes behind Rosenstein would do that. It'd probably be better for the next person that takes Rosenstein's job to do that.
All right.
But it's time to get on with all of it. We're just finding out more every day that the real Russia collusion was on the part of Hillary Clinton,
2 years of
DNC.
investigation. 2 years of investigation, and who do we now know were acting criminally, illegally, unethically? All of the investigators.
The FBI,
all
the
of the
DOJ.
investigators.
Yes,
Powell.
the CIA, the DNI, you name it.
Unbelievable. The Obama intelligence community, if that word can be applied. Sidney Powell,
It's an oxymoron.
Sidney Powell, thanks so much. We appreciate it.